Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going on a road trip. And so that means I have to take all of this stuff down here and put it in the truck out there. But first thing is first, coffee. All right, all loaded up. Now I just need to hang out for a minute. We're gonna try and leave at like 7 because we think that we'll be able to miss rush hour that way. And if we leave any earlier, then it's gonna take us like 5 hours to get to Big Bear from San Diego instead of just like 2.5. With the way I drive, probably closer to 2. Anyway, I'm gonna drink my coffee, so I am energized, and then I'm gonna go pick up Max and we're out of here. If you go on a road trip, you gotta have In-N-Out. So we're doing it over under. We're trying to figure out how many times we're gonna have In-N-Out on this trip. And I say the over under is like 3.
I was gonna say 3 too. So I'll take the over on 3 though.
You'll take the over? Influencers in the wild. Yo, we out here.
We out here. Mead Valley, Orange Crest, and Edgemont.
Sound familiar? Same. But you can save 10 cents if you get a car wash per gallon. That is pretty good, man. All right, so we are about 80 miles, a little less than that, from Big Bear, which is the first stop on our extravaganza journey here. And then we will be gassing up, putting the fuel in the whip, and then we're gonna be heading north. Oh, I can't wait to get on the road again. All right, let's get the heck out of Dodge.
Let's get out of here.
Yeehaw, brother. But we definitely should have made it out here 10 minutes ago. That's what I get for having coffee.
The coffee montage.
The coffee montage ruins everything. All right, good morning everyone. Just got out. hung out at the lake for a second, shot some drone shots. Those were super cool. Now we just got to do some route planning. And so I know the title of this video is that I stole Phil Gaimon's routes, but that's not actually the case. I hit Phil up via email like sometime last year, mid-2020, and he actually responded to me. So he used to have the Wattage Cottage up in Big Bear, and so he had like a comprehensive guide that he would send to everybody pretty much who rented that from him. So he actually just forwarded me that guide. It had a ton of routes in there. I think there's one route on here that I really love, and I've done it a couple times, and it's called the Jenks Lake route. And then there's also, of course, the Big Bear Lake Loop. If you're looking for something really mellow and you just want to cruise like a quick ride, it's like 29 miles around the lake with only 1,500 feet of climbing or something like that.
It's like all rollers too. It's like
very flat, super easy. But yeah, if you want to do something a little more challenging, go up and over Onyx Peak. This Jenks Lake route is really awesome actually. So it looks like this is probably the way to go. It takes us up and over the 38. The Jenks Lake loop that Phil gave us is 48.5 miles, about 5,200 feet of climbing, maximum grade of like 8.6%. So if you're an avid cyclist and you're looking for something to do in Big Bear, this is honestly one of the best loops in my opinion. And the descent is a ripper also. So yeah, pretty straightforward. I think that this looks like a good one to do.
Except for there's one problem.
What's the problem?
I think the 38 is closed.
If we get arrested...
If we get arrested and this video never drops, or
somebody come bail us out. But in all seriousness, it does look like the 38 is closed. So we're assuming that was because of some snow that was up over the pass. Onyx Peak is at a much higher elevation than the actual Big Bear Lake. We're expecting there might be some snow up there. I think we're gonna give it a go anyway though.
Yeah, you got to.
So we're gonna get some breakfast and be properly fueled for this. And then, yeah, it's only 48 miles. If we get out there and something happens that it is closed, then I think it's an easy pivot to just ride back, spin around, and then just loop around the lake and do an easier ride, I guess. Are you gonna eat all this?
I'm gonna try.
Perfect riding weather, so we waited like just enough time. Like this is money, and I'm super excited to get on these bad boys and get on the road. So we're gonna climb back up here on the bikes, get the actual Jenks Lake loop in, and then yeah, just cruising, man, on a great day in Big Bear. Can't complain whatsoever. Tight, 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 tight. Let's go. This is insane. Fall has fully fallen. So we just made it out to Jenks Lake Road, which is basically after the Onyx descent, which was insane and like super fast. I think I didn't see below like 43 miles an hour.
Dude, we were flying.
Hauling ass.
We did like 8 miles in 11 minutes.
Which is really fast. We probably average like 30, 45, but then you turn off, and as you get back here, the evergreens and like the pines are less dominant. So you see all these other trees, like what, maple?
I think these are oaks.
Ash, oak, whatever. Like back here, the colors are just fully nuts. All right, so slight disclaimer. All these views are absolutely gorgeous up here. Jenks Lake is down there. It's not magnificent. So if you're expecting to ride out and see like a vast lake, this ain't it. But if you want to see some mountaintops, this do be it.
So if you enter in Jenks Lake into Google Maps, right there is where it tells you to go.
So we've taken a slight detour, and I will add a link in the description to sort of this roadway, but basically on your way back, once you hit the 38, if you want to get off that and explore some back areas, make a left on Glass Road.
Glass Road.
By Max. He's the one that pointed this out. And then you come back here and it's just quiet. There's nothing going on out here.
and it's like all just tight switchbacks. Like,
yeah, super technical little descent. Now be careful there, like where it says 10 miles an hour, it's not joking around. It means like
it's an off-camber,
scrub some speed. So right here, you want to swing a right on Organizational Youth Camp's Converse Station up the Fire Road 2106. So swing a right when you get down here if you want to connect back to the 38.
So I'm pretty sure it splits up here.
Yeah.
And I think one of them is like this, and I think the other one is like
Pure gravel.
gravel. But it's gravel that I've ridden before.
That doesn't mean anything.
It's doable.
On his cross-country mountain bike.
Pavement ends, there we go.
Yeah. We're privateers. Why does this always happen when we do this? Anytime we're on a ride together, we end up out here.
It's the spirit of gravel.
This isn't that bad, so if you come back here on your road bike, just be prepared for this type of gravel. It's like super laid back.
I'm ready for a water crossing.
We've encountered a raging river. It's up to my neck. Yeah, across them water features. All right, so we have connected with the 38. There's a little water crossing that we had to deal with. Ain't no thing but chicken wing. Because now we're back at the 38. And that's the main road that takes us back up to the top of Onyx. But that's a great little gravel cut through. Took us a little extra time, but if you've got the extra time, send it. We gotta get across traffic. So climbing wise, once you get back out onto the 38, you basically climb through this area. And then the general idea is you do what, like 2,100 feet in 7 miles?
Yeah, not too bad.
So we're just kind of cruising. It's wide open though. Doing this during a weekday, highly recommended. There's legit nobody out here. And also doing this like right now, late October, is firing.
In the final 500 feet of this climb, I attacked Dalton. The spirit of gravel overcame me, and I felt like I was, I wouldn't say I felt like Tadej Pogačar coming up the climb, but I definitely felt maybe like a victor. Oh no!
All right, so about, what would you say, like
6 miles left?
Yeah, so about 6 miles from the top of Onyx. If you pop in, usually I'd hit it on the way back. If you pop into this campground, it's Heart Bar Campground. If you pop in here, there's a couple water spigots in the campground, and they're great for refilling. It's a pretty nice day, so we haven't had to refill on 2 bottles. Already dead.
That was me winning the final climb.
What was your minimum?
Negative 215,000. I was,
yeah, wahoo. Oh, all right, so we're in the truck, grubbing on some buffalo jerky. We just finished up that little Jenks Lake loop, added some gravel, found the spirit of gravel in the wilderness. I'm just kidding. We're
river
lumberjacks.
crossings?
Oh, shit. Yeah, did some river crossings. That was cool. Yeah, so we've got like a 3-hour drive heading to Lone Pine. We'll recap this ride with you guys when we get up there. First, we got to get something in our stomachs. Probably stop for some food along the way, but we got to get on the road. What's up?
In and out?
Bro, the over-under though.
Over-under.
We have an over-under to maintain. I don't know if
You're worrying about it.
I am, man, because we said 2.5. All right, we're dead.
It was a long one. It was a real long one.
It was like a 3.5-hour drive from Big Bear to Lone Pine, but we made it to Lone Pine. 6th spot in Lone Pine. This cabin is awesome. I will show you guys around on the next episode, but real quick, we want to recap Big Bear. Fall in Big Bear was going off. I have not seen Big Bear with like this good of weather and like those colors.
Yeah,
ever.
it's just dope because it's like you have a mixture of like the evergreens, which aren't changing color, and then you have like, I'm not sure if they're like spruce or ashes or oaks or whatever, but they're like bright yellow. So you like still have that like blanket of green, but with all the yellow.
The descent, like apparently we were a few seconds off the KOM coming down from Onyx Peak.
We were flying.
So I topped out at like almost 51 mile an hour, and like honestly we were just kind of chilling. We weren't even really going for it, but that was a blast.
I wish we had like pushed it.
So the route we did today, I will link the actual Strava link to what we did today in the description. What we did though is we actually parked at the top of Onyx. I don't recommend that because climbing at the end of this ride was gnarly.
Yeah.
And you were going hard, dude. So
it was rough to do like an out and back, and like you like get all of the descending done first, and then the last like 70% of the ride
2,000 feet
like,
of climbing.
Dude, like 3,000 feet of climbing. Like it's just grinding up
You
the
just climb
hill.
back up Onyx. So anyway, I will link what we actually did today. Phil's route, like I talked about earlier, is actually from like Big Bear City. It goes out and around Jenks Lake, and then comes straight back down the 38. We took a little bit of a detour. Gravel on road bikes. Honestly, that was super awesome too. Shout out to him for making that executive decision.
I tricked him into it.
He was gonna do that the whole time, I felt like.
I'd ridden this section of road before, and I like knew that there was a road bike rideable gravel section, and so I was like, let's just explore down this little side road, and then all of a sudden it's like pavement ends.
It was like all the highlights of Phil's route with like some road bikeable gravel. I'll give it to you, it was fine. Like it was doable. Now I will say, like, if you're a little bit uncomfortable off road on your road bike, there's a little bit of chunk there, but it's nothing crazy that you guys can't handle.
We had like leaves like falling on us.
I highly recommend this time of year. Like October sometime I think was going off. Like they did just get dumped on like a few days ago because a winter storm came through, like an early winter storm, but that's kind of abnormal. I feel like the weather was like what, 60 degrees?
Yeah, I rode it in a long sleeve t-shirt and I was hot. Like I wish I was just in a jersey bib.
I was just in a jersey bib, and I felt perfect, honestly. Overall, yeah, I think Big Bear is a great way to start this off. Now we're in the Eastern Sierras. We're going to do Whitney Portal tomorrow, hike up to Lone Pine Lake, and then that's going to be a sunrise hike. And then when we're done with that, we're going to just absolutely send it down Whitney Portal. So stay tuned for that one. I'm going to split this into a few episodes, so I think that's going to be episode 2. So if you guys enjoyed this one, subscribe to the channel, stick around, and watch part 2.
Yeah.
Probably next week or something I'll get the edit done. So
See you next time.
Check it out.